So where they start here will be reversed for their next heat race. So for Thompson and Flavel, it's all about those points, and it'll be our Ian Beard best presented from the previous ODH Mechanical SSA Street Stock WA title held here over the March-long weekend of Daniel Flavel getting the better of the starts. His cousin CJ as well, as we're right up against what you used to call the pickets, now the concrete wall. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time, but it will be Buddha himself taking the lead. Red Jesus following suit as Flavel squared, getting up to the third spot. So it's a Thompson sandwich with the Flavel sandwich variety. Oh, the bread, I should say. Being challenged now with Damon Thompson to the inside of the 15 machine. Wayne Thompson with a great start as well in last year's Classic. Now the Gero with CJ Flavel. Wanted to look to the inside of the racetrack, and lo and behold was very close of being out of shape and a victim of the chasing pack. Being headed up by Wayne Thompson, Cody Avens, Matt Hammond, Ash Congo, with Jake Fisher, Ethan Genev, Mark Higgins and Reese O'Reilly in the back of it all. But Buddha is gone. Great run so far from the outside front row for car number 15. Quickly away from Thompson. He leads this one with 4 laps complete by 2 seconds. Thompson, though, is that quickest car on the racetrack at the moment, but he has some wholesale ground to catch up. But luckily enough, it's not the halfway mark. He's still got 6 laps remaining. Make it 5. This is now the halfway mark. 5 to go for Flavel, Thompson and Flavel. In fact, that time around, Daniel Flavel's been opened up just a smaller margin, and Matt Hammond's actually the quickest car on the racetrack, car number 5, running in the 6th position. Ethan Genev hasn't been able to move forward so far in this one. Racing his grandfather's race for the first time. There's a brand new Gero being run as our 40-lapper for Street Stocks. That'll be the second last event of season 25-26, as we've had a change for position number 2. It's now Flavel and Flavel. 1 and 2 as CJ has been able to get past Damon Thompson for the bridesmaid position. Avens now up to 4th with Matt Hammond, as Wayne Thompson loses a couple of positions, maybe even make it 3, as Ethan Genev is on a charge from the back of the bus. Wants that 6th position, as we'll have 2 laps left to run. Daniel Flavel and CJ Flavel, I dare say, wouldn't have expected this result coming in to Collie's playground and having a run like they are. It's been a great old showing so far from Buddha, and a tip of the cap to CJ as a white flag will be showing for car number 15, the Beecrofts Ball College. DGF, car number 15. It's a beautiful look for Buddha, and he leads this one comfortably and will win this one by a comfortable margin in the end, as Daniel Flavel victorious in heat race number 1 of our Street Stocks. Be to the line for P number 2, but CJ will just have it ahead. Ethan Genev, though, will lead this one from Reese O'Reilly, Ash Congo and Mark Higgins, row 2. Matt Hammond, Cody Avens, row 3. Then it's Wayne Thompson, Jake Fisher, David Thompson, CJ Flavel, and the 15 of Daniel Flavel. So here we go. Set for a start. 10 laps to journey. And a great start, as that water is probably hasn't played as much of a part as what we've seen so far today, as Mark Higgins is really trying the top side of the racetrack, as he's finding it very hard to get by Ash Congo, but it's Casper himself, Reese O'Reilly, who leads lap number 1. Surprisingly, as Ethan Genev crunch into the left rear as cars left, right, and centre. CJ Flavel, Mark Higgins, everyone else is involved in the yellows. the Collie contingent of Damon Thompson, Ethan Genev, Matt Hammond. So ready for a start this time, Brian. We've completed a lap. O'Reilly, Genev, Higgins, Hammond, Fisher, Avens, Flavel, Thompson, Flavel, and Congu now, as we have lost Damon Thompson as his bad luck continues from the WA title. Oh, hello, Ethan Genev. As he's going for a challenge as the cone is still out on track. Greg Avens luckily catching it as the cars was rolling down the back straight. Meanwhile, into turn number 3, hello, Matt Hammond. To the inside he goes to take over position number 3. So Hammond on a charge as he elevates past Mark Higgins as all of them almost going to the concrete wall. Matt Hammond turned right when he should have been turning left. Almost got collected by 5 or 6 cars. He'll go to the infield, and all of a sudden, there's a yellow Falcon that's in position number 3, and that is Cody Avens, not Mark Higgins, who's also now being challenged by CJ Flavel. Jake Fisher to the infield. Plenty going on in this one, along with the Flavel starting to make some moves. They're 3 wide with Mark Higgins. Put it to the top. CJ to the bottom. Butter's found something that no one else has around the top side of the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. What a race we've got on our hands at the moment. The minor placings is on. The lead is on as well. As there goes Genev to the inside. What a piece of pizza we've got going on at the moment. Avens just holding on for grim death for third. Meanwhile, O'Reilly's had to relinquish the lead to to Genev. So Ethan Genev now your new race leader. Avens still in third, just ahead of the 2 Flavels in an impeccable race. Insane to watch at the moment as Avens has been given the old hurry up from Daniel Flavel, who's been on a charge today, and even more of Morse code on the back bumper, and that allows cousin CJ to the inside. Great race for third. Great race for 7th, 8th and 9th as well. As Matt Hammond, Jake Fisher and Damon Thompson all watch what's going on from 3rd on to 8th, I should have said, because it's very entertaining to say the least. This is all while Ethan Genev starts to run away with it with 3 laps to go. Oh, Congu into the wall very hard here along the front straight. And Wayne Thompson is slowing. Wayne Thompson with a flat right rear tyre will be out of this one. And Daniel Flavel will join him as well. Oh, bad luck for Daniel Flavel, who was having a great run in the 15. White flag will be out next time by as Congo is all out of shape. What is going on? Survival of the fittest at the moment. Something Ethan Genev hasn't had much of. But right now, the farm-built racing car number 4, oh, they were the days. He's showing mighty strength. O'Reilly, Avens, CJ Flavel, Mark Higgins and Ash Congu. 5 cars already on the infield in this one. Entertaining though, from start to finish. And it'll be Ethan Genev who takes the win. Reese O'Reilly with a great set of laps will come home in second from Avens, Flavel, Mark Higgins and Ash. So street stocks roll out for the Gero. And how cool is this? A life member of our club. He's been on the grader, the water truck. He's out here every single week to make sure we have a place to race. Graham Genev, for more moons than we have ever seen, has been the backbone of this club. And tonight we salute him in the Gero. As he rolls here on the front straight, please, Collie, make sure to show your appreciation, not just to Graham, also his lovely wife, their beautiful kids, their grandkids, and great-grandkids who have all shown up for this event. The inaugural Street Stock Gero. His son, Jeff, obviously was our Grand Marshal of the WA title. He joins him. They almost forgot to go past the family. So here we go, 40 laps in the street stock, Gero. The final time for street stocks here at the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway for 2025 and 26. CJ Flavel and Ethan Genev lead us to the green. How cool will it be for Genev in his grandfather's race to take it out as he leads by a long shot already. Lap 1 goes to car number 4. CJ Flavel and Cody Avens, who won the Street Stock Classic last year in car number 41, finds himself already in 3rd spot. As further back, Daniel Flavel, Jake Fisher, Reese O'Reilly, and Wayne Thompson are all in a tussle further back in the field. And while it's all line astern at the moment, we've seen already in the first lot of 40 laps what can happen. CJ Flavel's been able to just keep a steady line behind Ethan Genev, and I think the impressive part about all of this has been he's pulled away from Cody Avens, but we know what car number 31 can do as these races get long. He gets the mumbo jumbo happening and finds himself in a place where he could be right in the thick of it when it comes to lap number 40. Mark Higgins is doing a great job, as well as the second of our yellow EL Falcons is keeping Matt Hammond at bay in car number 4, and Hammond was very quick all season long here. He's been in a plethora of different cars. Every time we see him, it seems to be a different Holden Commodore or even Ford Falcon that he's aboard of. Speaking of Ford Falcons, there's another one as well who was very, very quick earlier on today in the opening heat race of Daniel Flavel, as Flavel is sitting back behind car number 5 at the moment. The Ian Beard best presenter just letting it all hang out, but as we said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Speaking about trying to sprint on by, Matt Hammond looked to the inside of Mark Higgins. There's contact between the two of them, and we've had a change for position number 4. Matt Hammond has been able to get by Mark Higgins for position number 4. So we'll have to wait and see what car 5 has left in store in this one before we get to the thick of this race, as we've completed 8 so far, and both drivers and in front of Ethan Genev and CJ Flavel are playing around the 21.5 second bracket with a 1.2 second advantage that Ethan Genev has on CJ Flavel. Well, Cody Avens is starting to get clawed in by Matt Hammond, and it's really starting to find out. It's really been battle on for position. .29 laps still to run in this one, and we are still in the same locked pattern with now Mark Higgins under attack from Daniel Flavel, while Matt Hammond has been able to close the gap into Cody Avens, who's on the back bumper of the yellow banana. All we can say is How cool is this race going to be with car number 4 winning it? The first classic, or the Gero, whatever you want to call it, that is named after his grandfather. It's stuff that dreams are made of. I'm sure he's been going to bed thinking about this race. He wants to put his heart and soul into running this event. He puts his heart and soul into this club every weekend. And right now he leads by nearly 2 seconds over Flavel. Good battle going on for third spot and as well for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th between Daniel Flavel, who's been able to get by Mark Higgins, as Wayne Thompson, and as well the rookie driver of Jake Fisher into play. Well, Rizzo Riley rounds the field out in car number 28. Here comes a challenge on the outside of turn number 1 and 2. Matt Hammond making it stick on the top side of the racetrack. There goes Hammond around the outside of car number 31, Cody Avens. So great move from Matt Hammond to put himself in a podium position. And we've only completed 16 so far. So this race is nowhere near completion. And Hammond can really play the devil's advocate still for Flavel and Genève, who was again the quickest car on track with a 21.3 was Matt Hammond. So the gap is starting to close. He's 4 seconds off our race leader at the moment, and it could quickly even be subtracted for second place as CJ Flavel makes a mistake entering turn number 2, and Flavel now has Hammond and Avens on the back bumper of car number 11. This is all while Ethan Genève has extended it to nearly 3 seconds. But it's time to get this race moving for car number 4 as Matt Hammond is on a charge. Around the outside he goes of CJ Flavel. Flavel still holds on. Flavel's on the bottom. Hammond's on the top side of the racetrack. Matt Hammond will grab over the second spot and will start to chase down Ethan Genève in car number 4. This time we'll hit the halfway mark. 20 laps complete, 20. Still to run, and Matt Hammond is clawing away. He was half a second quicker than Ethan Genève that time around. And shortly, Genève will start hearing voices behind him. And it will be of car number 5 and Matt Hammond, who is charging away. Another 0.4 of a second, it's 2.1 seconds. With 19 laps still to run. Flavel holding on for grim death on that last spot on the podium. But Cody Avens, another local driver, trying the top side of the racetrack. There's something right there at the moment, as it is working, not only for Matt Hammond, but Cody Avens, as he looks to the outside of CJ Flavel. It's 1.3 seconds. The old fishing rod has been reeling in car number 4 as Matt Hammond is right there to play with it now. Genève, who's led the opening 23 laps, is closing in quickly, under a second. And you'll be hearing a faint noise of a Holden Commodore starting to come into play. Genève has been smartly on the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll start to hear something coming around the top side as here comes Hammond. He's found something to work for and has been working all race long as he's come from the third row to challenge Ethan Genève for the race lead. Here comes Hammond on the top side of the racetrack, a drag race. Oh, we've got one around. CJ Flavel spins the car around. We still stay green. Genève fights back on the inside. Matt Hammond draws level yet again. It's Hammond by a car length. Genève on the inside. They are fighting neck and neck for the Gero. Hammond fights the outside line at the line. It's still Ethan Genève. 14 laps left to run. as Reese O'Reilly is just ahead of these two as well. That time of bye, give the advantage to Ethan Genev. But there is a run on the outside of car number 5 that just finds out every single time. Hammond, this time by, will he draw level? No. No, he won't. As Ethan Genev seems to have all the answers. When Matt Hammond returns serve, car number 4 finds his way at the front. This time, again, side by side for the race lead. Hammond wants it. Genev has it. This time by, they see Reese O'Reilly just ahead of him. Avens is right there as well. That time of the line, give it to Matt Hammond. Matt Hammond leads lap number 28. Ethan Genev finds the front. Matt Hammond back out in front. Cody Avens is right there. There's still other cars on the racetrack, but right now we're just worried about our top 3. Cody Avens is watching an all-time race happen in front of him. Ethan Genev's back in front. Matt Hammond demoted. Oh no, Matt Hammond's got issues. Oh, poor Matt Hammond. Oh no. The 5 machine is out of noise. And what looked like a blinder has fallen to the suit. And Matt Hammond, who is making this one very interesting, is out. Something has gone amiss for Matt Hammond, and the car comes to a stop here in turn number 4. Oh, I don't think we could have pictured it any better. More like the opening heat race of the WA title, where we saw Avens and Genev start off the front row, Scott Beattie. This is the finale we wanted for the Gero. 4, 31, 11, your top 3. We're back to green. 10 laps still to run, so it's a heat race. Left to roll. And Genev is back out. As CJ Flabel, is there issues with car number 11? It's not firing off like it did earlier on. There could be something broken in the rear end of car number 11. You saw how the left rear looked on his EL Falcon as he pounds away. Still holding on to position number 3. It's Ethan Genev who'll come back with 8 laps complete, or left to run, I should say, and a healthy margin as Cody Avens now has issues. Avens is now out. A flat left rear tyre for car number 31. And Daniel Flabel's up into second. Oh, there's trouble now for CJ Flabel. Both EL Falcons out on the same lap. Who would have thought that would happen? Both cars with issues. Now Daniel Flabel to second. Third place is Wayne Thompson. Now it's Jake Fisher. Reese O'Reilly, who was about to go a lap down, is all of a sudden in 5th spot. What is happening? 6 to go. And the quickest car on track is the car in 2nd spot. Daniel Flabel might not be out of this one yet. He's closing in on Ethan Genev, who's got 5 fingers left to go. 5 laps remaining of your Gero. Could this be a perfect entrance to the Gero era with Ethan Genev leading this one from the get-go? Daniel Flabel is trying everything. He's pulled away from Jake Fisher, who's had a great run. Wayne Thompson, Reese O'Reilly, Mark Higgins, your 6 cars on track. As Ethan Genev, he's had some troublesome luck as of late, but a man that's put the club on his shoulders when it comes to track curation. could have himself as our first ever winner of the Gero. Flavel still holds on to second spot. The battle is for third. 2 laps to run. And it's all Ethan Genev who leads this one with an advantage that keeps on widening it. It's 3.6 seconds now. Ian Cruz at the ready with the white flag. The battle will be for third spot as here comes Tomo. Tomo to the inside of Jake Fisher. White flag is out. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there's a spin as well. Oh, no, the yellows have come on. And more anguish. Wayne Thompson and Jake Fisher have come together. And it'll leave us with a 2-lap run to the end. Could Daniel Flavel upset the apple cart here big time? The Ian Beard best presented finds himself right behind car number 4. Jake Fisher will now be in 6th position. So it'll be Wayne Thompson 3rd, Reese O'Reilly 4th, Mark Higgins 5th. And Jake Fisher at the back of the bus. 2 laps left to go the Gero. Ethan Genev, Daniel Flavel, and Wayne Thompson lead us back to the green. You know, Buddha's going to give it a crack, but here comes Tomo to the inside. Ethan Genev leads strongly. But watch out for the 15, a pair of 15s to be exact, as Daniel Flavel and Wayne Thompson will give him a chase. 1 to go. A great run there from Buddha. Has he got enough to take the run? 1 more set of corners to come. Flavel's to the outside. A big run, but it won't be enough. And Ethan Genev wins the Gero. Wowee! Since it's been announced, I dare say there's been one race on his mind to win. Look who's got the checkered flag to give to him as well. Pop. The man that this race is named for. He's not an emotional man, but I dare say this one's going to be a moment. Here comes Dad as well. 3 generations just ahead of him. And to say he's excited would be an understatement. Come on, Collie. We know you've still got it in you. He deserves it as he rolls through. Another great race. And something that is deserved by all. And we know the front straight has a cheer still left ahead of him. Turn 4, a place where many of races have been watched by the whole of the Genev family. And great to have the first ever Gero stay here in Collie. We deserve a roof dance. I'd love to say all 3 of them, but I dare say it'd be a little bit difficult to get both the elder of the Genevs on there. One on the boot. One on the bonnet. As he gets out of the car, how about it, Collie? A massive round of applause for your inaugural Gero winner, Ethan Geneve. What a race that one was. We'll take some music. We'll be back. One more race to come for our 2025-26 season. It is the Bill Sibbald King of the Road.
This is pretty special too. Is Damon here? No. Damon Thompson? No. Went home, did he?
Gero's here, Bob.
Alright. So, probably leads us to the second most important person. Up you come. Hey, up you come. Our club's been going for many years, obviously. Has some absolute stalwarts in it. All right, there's probably 4 founding clubs, families, Briggs's, Crows. Fitzgerald's, and then the Genevs. And those families, we honoured them 5-6 years ago on our 50th anniversary. I've probably got the numbers wrong with the fact that they were so strong in sport. I don't think they were there from day one. Is that all right in saying that?
Of this Speedway.
Of this Speedway. You were?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, he was there from day one. So it's good that we were now finally able to honour one of the stalwarts, 3rd generation, well, probably 4th generation, I suppose, but third generation, yeah. So I don't have to introduce him. Everybody knows old Gero. Safety boots. So tonight for the Thompson's Auto Parts, Gero 40 lapper, which ends our season. If we can pay homage to this man and his family, thank you very much. 3rd place tonight. Good to see Wayne Thompson.
Oh, Fox. No, Fox.
You're too old now.
Who? No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mate, Tom, you would have about the same age, wouldn't you? First of all, thank Morgan for the year, Avos, all the volunteers, done a great year. All my sponsors, all these mob here, the whole year, go and sponsor during the year. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll see you next year. Oh, sorry, Ethan, good drive, mate. And Buddha, good drive too. Done well tonight.
Hey, come on. Right, as Wayne touched on there, 2nd place tonight, which is good. Travelled a long way. Daniel Bud Flavel.
Big thanks to Collie Speedway, everyone that puts an effort in. I want to thank Old Man Blight and Rob. There's a couple of wise words those boys give me all the time, and it paid off tonight. The old man and all the guys that helped me out, Cheesy, Dan Salter, Kieran, everyone that put effort into that car. Yeah, I just got to thank all them, so cheers.
Right, and it's probably in a bit of a fairy tale, very good result in the end. I mean, yeah, airs free, I should say, to a couple of blokes, but no, absolutely well deserved. Led the whole lot of it. Ethan Geneve.
Congratulations, mate. Good drive.
I'd like to thank the grader driver and the water cart driver this weekend. Avo done all of my usual job, which was great, so I could focus on other stuff. All my sponsors, Mitch, our neighbour, been a massive help. DCM Mechanical, Dylan, he's up at work. Gives us massive help. Bigger Industries in town, Monarch Transport, Blake, alright, makes it look good, then I wreck it. Ian Guppy's always there, and Cups, he does all the work there when I drop all the paintwork off. All my crew, Dad, Bence, always there, Pop at the farm. I have Brody tonight, my wife, kids, all the supporters for chasing the kids around for me so I can race. All the volunteers at Collie Speedway. Cheers. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay,